Hello everyone and welcome to the KammyPlays channel where today we will be continuing our Let's Play of Little Goody Two-Shoes. I am Cam and welcome everyone to today's video. So last time we left off, we met our protagonist Elise, we got to learn a little bit about her background, about her backstory, and we also met Rosenmarine, a strange girl who just kind of showed up at our house out of nowhere. And now, if I recall correctly, we are about to be on our way to church for Sunday Mass. So if I recall, what's this? Oh yeah, that's just the tutorials, right? No, we do not want to rewatch the tutorials. If I recall, we can actually go... Or we can't. You'd be good while I'm gone, you hear? Ah, of course. Okay, yeah, no, I forgot that we already technically set up the hangout with her later. Okay, let's see. Oh. I'll get an earful from Father Hans if I don't hurry up. Okay, unlocked the map menu. Does that mean I can fast travel? Current story event. Attend Sunday Mass. Meet Rosenmarine at the backyard at dusk. Creek that flows down in between Kieferberg's mountain peaks. Crossroads connecting Elise's house to the village Primeldorf and the woods. Where Kieferberg's old windmill oversees the lands beyond. A narrow passage surrounded by a grapevine. Left to her by Granny Hall after her passing, Elise's house. Elise's backyard, the peak of a mountain overseeing all of Kieferberg village. Okay. So I guess this is just meant to help me navigate so I don't go to the mill, for example, by accident. Village entrance, where you can find Lebkuchen's home and bakery. Village square, and this is where we are supposed to... Kieferberg Square, home to the fountain and the town's church. Okay, so... Let's just... Oh, okay. There we go. So we know where to go now. Check your objectives, romantic dates, and tasks on Kieferberg's map. Yes, of course. This would be the way to the mill, I think. So I need to go this way. I can't really pick any of the berries, that's kind of a shame. I'd really use some more foods. Is this a safe spot? It is a safe spot. Okay, well let's just as a precaution. Okay. There we go. Schwa. This thing's so faded I can't even read it. Left. Right. Primeldorf. Up. Kieferberg Peaks. So I guess I'm supposed to go to the right? Yeah, this seems like a village. There you are, Elise. Come here, why don't you? Good day, Granny Gretel. On your way to Mass, I see. Anything to keep Father Hans off my back. I have some fresh buns. They'll cheer you right up. Why don't you take a look? Ooh, okay. So I can buy some bread. Looking cheeky again today, dearie. Ah. What can I sell? Do I have anything I could... No. Suppose not yet. I could probably buy something to eat. Oh, okay. So this is how I stock up on matches. And they're pretty cheap, but I have a bunch for now, so it's okay. I do also have plenty of... Wait. No, I think the number on the left is how many she has, and the number on the right is how many I have. Yeah, so I guess maybe... Let's just buy one bread. I hope that's a good idea, but anything else? Some pretzels, maybe? Nope. See you, Granny. Tell me if you need anything else, dearie. Okay, that's a little bit of morning shopping done. Can I like talk to her? Lebkuchen's got a little something for you, dearie. Thank you, Granny Gretel. You didn't have to. Oh, but I most certainly do. Ought to get some meat on those bones, oughtn't we? This reminds me of the story of Hansel and Gretel, just because of her name and the setting. You're not coming to Mass today either? My poor legs can no longer carry me, my dear. Lebkuchen takes care of you, I suppose. You bet. Hurry now. You don't want to be late. Okay. Can I? Oh, need something. Don't forget to stop by the village shops for some helpful items. Spend your money wisely. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit of an issue. Because I'm not very good at spending my money wisely, but let's try it. I cannot pet the cats. That's kind of a shame. I was hoping maybe that would be an option, but... Oh. This one's still salvageable, I'd say. Several sunbeams peer in through the many holes in the roof, shedding light on its barren interior. Okay, so I guess these are sort of like rundown houses. It's so depressing having to walk past this place every day. Smothered in overgrowth, the abandoned home's every nook and cranny is bursting with clumps of moss. Okay. So I guess the village isn't exactly thriving. What's up with the creatures in the trees? Can I pet the goats? No. So many goats. And I can't pet a single one of them. Can I take an apple? These are for her goats, I'd wager. Resting atop one another, many blemished, discolored, and wrinkled apples await their turn in the stable. Oh, so it's not really particularly nice apples. And there we are in the actual village. Might be best to sell our windows and doors, old Wilhelm, just in case. Ah, there she is, alive and kicking. Made it home all right last evening, I see. I did indeed, Mr. Bernhardt. More importantly, what happened here? That dreaded windstorm, that's what happened. I suppose you didn't have it as bad up in the mountains. I certainly didn't by the looks of it. Oh, it was a sight you wouldn't believe, lass. Branches and leaves piled up high against folks' doors. Entire treetops, some of them. Surely, that's a bit of an exaggeration. The alleys took a beating, that's for certain. Some say they heard the wind knocking at their doors. Old Johann says it might have been the witch herself, but... Oh, here we go again. You can never be too certain, lass. Anyhow, I'll be heading inside now, folks. Let us hope for a better night's sleep this evening. May the Lord hear you, Wilhelm. Okay. Flower shop lady. Everything alright, Miss Linda? Oh, Elise. Would you take a look at my poor flowers? That windstorm nearly uprooted all of them from their pots. Was it really that big of a storm? It was only a little windy up at the peaks. Why, you've seen all these branches scattered about town. I heard Brunhilde's roof nearly came off. Ooh. Oh, it was so frightening. I suppose. Lebkuchen and I used to play about in the water all the time, didn't we? Who's Lebkuchen? I feel like I'm missing some context here. I suppose we'll meet them still. We're a little too old for that now, I suppose. Forevermore decorated with blooming flowers, Kieferberg's crest rests atop the square fountain in its ancient glory. Lovely. I like fountains. This is a good fountain. I would say like a solid 10 out of 10. Very pretty, and it's got flowers on the inside, so... Can I talk to these people? I can. Good seeing you, Elise. Oh, it must have been worse up in the mountains. It wasn't that bad, believe it or not. Ah, that's such a relief. I'm afraid we weren't as lucky, sadly. Oh, I do hope nobody was hurt. We can thank both the Lord and Saint Walpurga. Nobody was, but... Many of the townsfolk got their windows shattered and their roof tiles blown off. What about you, Mr. Heinrich? Oh, it was awful. Our window shutters were ripped right off their hinges. It will take all day to tidy up and fix everything. Does this happen a lot in this village? Is there some kind of like a disaster going on? Probably not. That's alright, dearest. The sooner we get to it, the sooner it'll be done. I can lend a hand if you'd like me to, Mrs. Ariane. Oh, that's alright, Elise. Come now, you two. We'd best get inside. Okay. Is there anything down here? There's a cat. I cannot pet the cat. Okay. Mr. Wilhelm's been keeping himself busy, it seems. Covered in dents and scratches, the anvil's smooth surface glistens in the sunlight. Okay. Yeah, I suppose that's probably about... Because if I try going here, it's probably going to... Yeah. This isn't the time to wander about. I'd best hurry. I see another save point. Always good to save my progress. All story events are marked with the book icon. If marked by the time icon, they'll skip one time period. Okay. So this will not skip. Oh no, it will. Okay, well. Goodness, Elise, you look dreadful. Good morning to you too, Miss Bertha. Oh, I wasn't certain you'd come today, Elise. Why wouldn't I, Miss Odilie? My, Elise, you do look quite tired. Couldn't catch a wink, I'd wager. All of these grandmas just bothering her with all these questions first thing in the morning. Frightening, wasn't it? Oh, it must have been dreadful up in the mountains. Not at all. It seems you folks had it worse than I did. My, now that's hard to believe. That was no ordinary windstorm, I tell you. How so, Odilie? Oh, I've about had it with this nonsense. She's saying it came from the woodland, that's what. Oh, Odilie, it's no use entertaining such notions, my dear. You'll see, Marielle. All I can see is we're running late for Mass. Goodness, what has Kieferberg come to? After you, Elise. The woodland, huh? Interesting things happening. Ooh, a shiny.
Elise!
Good morning, Elise. Evergreen sweetheart Freya. Okay. Why are you always so cheery, Freya? It took so long, I thought you weren't coming. I overslept a little, I suppose. Didn't get that much sleep last night.
Oh, what can we do?
Oh, me neither, and all because of that windstorm. Not even my little sprig could help me. Your sprig? I keep a tiny sprig of lavender under my pillow, you see. Sniffing it helps me sleep better, and it leaves such a lovely... Shh! Keep quiet, you two! Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilhelm. We'd best focus now, Elise.
Shush it, you.
You're the one wittering on, Freya. May the blessing of the Lord, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit be with us. May the hallowed Saint Walpurga take heed of our prayers. Amen. This Saturday we will once again be celebrating our patroness, Saint Walpurga. And as all you know, preparations for the festivities are already on the way. Let us all contribute to the best of our abilities, brethren. That said, I am aware of what transpired last night. Several of our neighbors were severely affected by the windstorm. I urge everyone to lend a hand in clearing out the alleyways. Let us all have compassion for one another in these trying times. Let us trust Saint Walpurga to guide our people and keep Kieferberg out of harm's way. May the Lord be with you, brethren. Amen. And that's one time period passed. Okay, so that's Lebkuchen. Alright. Took you all you had to get out of bed this morning, I'd wager. Sugary devotee. Oh god, she's a church girl.
Shush it, you.
Very funny, Lebkuchen. Jokes aside, Elise. Don't I keep telling you to take your apron off for Sunday Mass? I'm certain the Lord couldn't care less, so why would you? You're riling me up on purpose again, Leb. Can you tell?
For goodness sake.
I'd best get to work now, before it gets late.
See you later, Elise.
Don't forget to come about later, Elise. I won't. Later, when exactly? Am I going to have to choose between going to see Rosenmarine and going to see Lebkuchen? Let's see. Because the one with... Wait, is it on the map? Okay, it just says later. Time for work, help Ariane with the chickens, help Elma with the apples. Uh-huh. So when do you want to meet, exactly? Couldn't sleep much last night, could you? Could you? Didn't sleep a wink. Explains the hilarity. You're hopeless, Lebkuchen. As long as you keep indulging me. So it's my fault, huh? Here you go, before I forget. Oh, she gave me a pretzel. Or some pretzels. Oh, you brought me my favorite. Mr. Bernhardt said you were rather late getting home last night. Is that so? I did tell you it was almost time for supper when you stopped by. And I told you Mrs. Elma worked me like a donkey right up until nightfall. Mr. Bernhardt was fretting over you is all. Mr. Bernhardt can find better things to do with his time, I'm certain. You really are so stubborn, Elise. Anyhow, it's about time I head out. Say, I'll be up at the bell tower all afternoon if you'd like to keep me company. I'll be there, Leb. Okay, so afternoon. I think at dusk I was supposed to meet up with Rose and Marine. I need to do a schedule in my head to make sure I get everything right on time. Keeping Lebkuchen in company, huh? Can't say I'm not looking forward to it. No wonder Father Hans is such a miserable wretch. I would be too if I had to read this gibberish all day. Father Hans's holy scripture rests upon the altar, each page scrawled with annotations. We best send word to Primeldorf before... Ah, Elise, didn't see you there. Send word to Primeldorf, Mr. Gustav? We're having folks from Primeldorf lend a hand with the festival this year, Elise. I heard the windstorm wasn't as bad up in the mountains, lass. Freya was fretting over you like you wouldn't believe. She was? You ought to thank the Lord for your good fortune, Elise. Certainly, Father. Hard at work even on Sunday, are you? When aren't I, Father? Sundays are meant for rest, Elise. You let us know if you ever need a hand, you hear? Of course, Mr. Gustav. Thank you. Elise has so many girls fretting over her, it's going to be increasingly difficult to actually choose which one I want to try and romance. Oh? Oh. That's... okay. A mysterious note. There's something written on here. Hallowed Walpurga, sanctified be thy name. May thy will be everlasting, and thy grace be all-embracing. Quenched thou shalt be, on this Sabbath of the full moon. May this prayer find its restful place in thy life, bearing grove. Prayer? There's something else at the bottom. Herberg's offering lies in the crossroads, beyond the maypole. May thy thirst be quenched, thy blessings received. In the crossroads. I wonder who dropped this. Are we going to play detective? Maybe. Oh, that's pretty. This place always brings back such good memories. A fragrant mountain breeze frolics about the rolling hills, spreading its spring cheer all across Kieferberg. Oh, how nice. A lovely view. Oh no. Thank goodness that's over. What a bore. I was hoping I wouldn't have to hang out with all three girls at the same time, but... to think I'll have to work all day until the evening. Each day has 6 time periods, but only 3 are working periods. Morning, afternoon, and dusk. Okay, so I cannot work in the afternoon and dusk. Ah. All goals marked with the icon skip 1 time period. Ah, Elise, I was waiting for you. Waiting for me? I almost forgot to give you this. Aw, that's very sweet of her. Freya seems like a very caring kind of person. You mentioned your hands were feeling dry, right? Oh, you didn't have to, Freya. I use it right before bed every night. It does wonders for the skin. I put a little lavender in there too. Wait, you made this yourself? Of course I did, silly. That's Papa's favorite. His hands are always dry, you see. You do have a knack for this sort of thing, don't you? Ah, so I'm told, I suppose. Anyhow, I'd best move along before it gets late. Say, Elise, I was wondering... I'm going to pick some flowers this afternoon up in the mountains. Flowers? I thought maybe you might care to join me, if you'd like. Alright, I'll be there, Freya. Ah, that's wonderful. Have a nice day, Elise. And this is where trouble begins, because I need to work everything out. What's gotten into her? I think someone has a crush. Alright, let's see. I want to talk to some villagers, maybe. Some townsfolk. You've seen what it did to the alleys, Marielle? Oh, Odile, what are we to do with you? Is everything alright, Mrs. Marielle? Odile here is making too much of that windstorm, is all. You'll see, Marielle. See what, Mrs. Odile? Old Johan's right, lass. That windstorm came from the woodland. It's that wretched witch. For goodness sake, what is this person approaching me? No, okay, they're just walking around. That's fine. You'd best keep such thoughts to yourself, Odile. The townsfolk are already frightened. You wouldn't want to make it worse. Why, I'm simply trying to alert folks to the... You ought to watch your words, dearie. That's what happens when you try Mrs. Marielle's patience, I suppose. And who is this? Lorelei. Can be bothered to lend a hand in the alleys, Elise. Folks can look after their own homes, I'd say. Sparing yourself on a Sunday, I see. As a matter of fact, I happen to work every Sunday, Miss Lorelei. Alright, whatever you say, lassie. Say, have you seen my niece by chance? Molly? I'll take it you haven't, then. No, I don't think I have, Miss Lorelei. She's been up to no good lately, you see. Running about begging for food, skipping class. Who knows what else? I see. Nothing a good whipping can't fix, anyhow. I wouldn't be so certain. Yeah, she's just in her rebellious phase. All available tasks are marked with a broom icon. Each task you do will skip one time period. Okay, so... Yes. What time period am I on right now? Does the map tell me? It tells me what chores I have, and it tells me that these are all still locked. And both Freya and Lebkuchen wants to meet me in the afternoon. So with Rose and Marine, I don't really have to worry that much. But with Freya and Lebkuchen, I might have to choose between them. I'll have to see. Okay, so I can go here or I can go here for work. And then there's also the stables, the windmill, and the back alleys. Okay. I suppose let's do some work. Ah, I'm so glad you stopped by, Elise. Won't you lend me a hand? I have my hands full tidying up after that windstorm, you see. I can lend you a hand with that, Miss Ariane. I was hoping you could fetch me some eggs from the coop. Of course. Leave it to me, Miss Ariane. Careful with the hens now, you hear? I dare say they're still riled up after last night. Oh no. Out of my way, you feathered rat! Oh. A minigame. Move and pick egg. Seems pretty simple. Oh, it's like one of these, okay. Ow, okay. So I gotta be careful for when they are not here. Ow. Ooh. Okay, this isn't as easy as I was hoping it would be. Oh, there's 2 rounds. Ooh. Okay, but I'm gonna do better this time. "33 eggs and a B rank. Well, that's not too bad, surely. Continue. How much money did I earn? No, I did not. Wait, did I not earn anything? Oh. You pass. Oh my, these will hardly do, Elise. Oh, come on. How many eggs do you need? Heinrich's going to be rather disappointed, the poor lad. Oh, well, I did get some money for it. For your time, Elise. Thank you, Mrs. Ariane. Okay. Okay. Story event available and romantic dates also available. Oh, so much going on. So I could go, presumably hang out with either Freya or Lebkuchen? Lebkuchen? But... yeah... How do I check my items? Let me just... oh, okay. How much does bread... okay, this gives me HP. Yeah, but I was hoping... okay, so let's maybe eat a little bit of bread. Just a little bit. I'll leave the rest for later. I kind of want to go and hang out with Freya. So, sorry for the time being, Lebkuchen. Okay, the game is saved. Oh, Elise! Ah, Elise, perfect timing. What's the matter, Mrs. Marielle? Poor Odile is losing her wits, you see. She's rather superstitious after all. I suppose it could be bad considering her age. Truly. She's been coming in and out of the alleys too. I suppose she's fretting over the damage, but... are you done with the cleanup, Mrs. Ariane? Ah, it's taking a while, but it's coming along. Odile won't last a week carrying on like this. Without our support, I'm afraid she'll... huh. So she's kind of worrying everyone at the moment. Mathilde. Oh, it's wonderful seeing the laddies making merry, isn't it? It reminds me of my time with Gretel and your grandmother, Elise. You three used to be very close, I remember. Oh, we got up to some mischief, that's for certain. That's hard to imagine, if I'm honest. Seeing those laddies running about gives me hope, Elise. You, Freya and Lebkuchen too. All good girls. I can't say I won't leave town eventually, Mrs. Mathilde. Kieferberg is our home, Elise. I would say that alone is worth your while. I suppose. More good than bad coming our way, God willing. We best keep a positive outlook, Ludwig. The festival's a week away. Are you still talking about the windstorm? Even the lass has had enough of that, you see. Old Johann's right, Heinrich. It was more than a mere windstorm. Oh, for goodness sake. I think I speak for all of Kieferberg when I say it's better to be safe than sorry, that's all. Spreading this nonsense about town is doing more harm than good, Mr. Ludwig. I have to agree. Old Odile is losing her wits. Father Hans can have a word with her later. As for us, we have to act before it's too late or we'll never hear the end of it. Okay. There's some children standing in my way. Elise, Elise! I'm busy. Shoo, shoo. You're so boring, Elise. No wonder you're always in such a bad mood, Elise. Oh, I'll tell you who's always in a bad mood, you little... Please, Elise, come play with us. Oh, I'm sorry, children. I've got dates lined up. She won't. She's a coward. Coward, coward. Oh, I'll show you the coward. Give me that. Oh, no. How did she do that, Elise? Oh, she's good. You did it from so far away, Elise. You're making too much of it, you brats. Your arms are longer, that's why. Cheater, you're a cheater. Why, you? Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to hang out with Freya, and then that's probably going to be a good cutoff point for this episode, so let's just, who's this? Oh, that's Melly. Okay, that's the niece of that other woman. What are you doing here, Melly? Elise, I'm doing nothing at all. Stuffing yourself full of Mrs. Lisbeth's apples again, are you? Oh, but they're really sweet, Elise. Keep your grubby hands off of me, Mindy. Your loss? So is it Mindy, Muffy, Melly? I guess Elise just can't be bothered to learn her name, presumably. Nope, not doing any work right now. Oh, there's more townsfolk. Working on a Sunday again, Elise. Ought to keep myself fed, I'd say. Say, Elise, we've been considering rebuilding these homes. These piles of rubble? What for? Told you, fellas. Not a soul in Kieferberg will give it the time of day. I don't see how it would be worth the hassle, that's all. It's such a shame. They're sitting right by the village square, too. But who would choose to settle in Kieferberg, of all places? Come now, folks. If we don't rebuild our own town, who will? You're right, Gustav. This is our home, after all. There's no swaying you two, is there? I could go and do a little shopping, but probably not that necessary at the moment. Where is Freya? I'd best not wander about too far. Okay, I think that's leading to the other village. Oh, what's that? Oh yeah, that's a save point. Let's save the game before I get to that. Am I going in the right direction? I am, okay. Speed running it. Oh, that's not... okay. And that's the way to the peak. There she is. I'll spend some time with her. Let's go.
Elise!
Ah, Elise. I'm so glad you made the time. I was curious about the maple, I suppose. Come now, I've been picking some flowers. Won't they wilt if you pick them up now? Ah, I'm still playing with the colors. Papa's lending me a hand to dress the maple, and Mrs. Marielle and Mrs. Linda too.
Freya!
Might as well invite all of Kieferberg to dress it at this rate.
Oh, right!
Why don't you help too, Elise? Me? You could spend the night on Friday and we could all do it together. I'm not too certain. Oh, it would be so much fun to have you. I'm not so good with that kind of thing, Freya. Oh, that's very sweet. Huh.
Oh, it's wonderful!
Oh, I knew daisies would suit you best.
Freya!
Freya? What do you say, Elise? Do you want to stay the night? Oh, no. I suppose I could, but... It's alright if you don't want to, silly. That's not what You don't fancy me much, do you, Elise? Oh, God. I mean, I did choose you over hanging out with Lebkuchen, if that's any reassurance.
Freya.
Freya. All I want is to be good friends with you, despite everything. I do too, you know? I wasn't trying to make you feel for me or anything of the sort.
For goodness sake.
That's not it, Freya. Oh, I didn't even say anything yet. Oh, but I truly didn't mean to.
For goodness sake!
You're always overcompensating. It makes you seem disingenuous.
Elise.
Elise. I'm glad we're friends, Freya. I truly am. Yet you keep trying to please me day in and day out. That's not what I meant to do, Elise. I wish you'd treat me as more of a friend, Freya. Rather than someone you owe an apology to. Oh, did something happen between them? Is that what it is? Did they, like, have some kind of a falling out as kids?
Elise.
Elise. I'll be using that ointment you made me, alright? I never meant to overcompensate.
For goodness sake.
Yet you shower me with gifts every day of the week. You don't do that to anyone else? What am I supposed to think? I think you're supposed to think that she has a bit of a crush on you.
I know.
That's because I care for you, Elise. Huh. There's a reason why you're the only one, silly. Yeah, there it is. There's the blush. Oh wow. Her face is very red. Anyhow, it's getting quite late, isn't it? Is everything alright, Elise? You're red as a beet. Why, it is getting quite late.
Shush it, you.
What are you laughing at?
See you later, Elise.
See you around town, Elise.
For goodness sake.
For goodness sake. Nice. And we got an achievement for that. Is it too early to say that I might pursue Freya? She seems like a very sweet girl. You'll get a love heart after every successful date. Check your progress in the relationships menu. Okay, well, I would like to potentially... Oh yeah, because this is... I can go meet Rosemary, so I may have missed out on me meeting Lebkuchen, sadly, but that's fine. We can work on that later. I mean, I probably can't basically get all of them to fall in love with me either way, so where is the closest safe spot? Honestly, I might just go and get some work done, but that's after... That's in the next episode, I suppose. Safe spot. Safe spot, there it is. I'll maybe do this one on a new file, so that this one will be the romancing Freya file, so to speak. And yeah, this is going to be it for today's episode of Let's Play Little Goody Two-Shoes on the KammyPlays channel. This has been Kam, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.